So we'll have to see if FaZe can keep it up and really play that aggressive, confident style and really bring this back. Because we got a lot of PUBG to play today. So
we do.
belt your seatbelts. I know the World Cup just ended. Now you gotta stay tuned here and because we got a lot of PUBG that's going to be unfolding, and this can go any which way.
So other side of the coin, take a look at Team Envy's points. Now yesterday they had an absolutely banging day, and a 16th place finish has still left them up there with the top spot. I say the top spot, but in the top area. I think they're in 5th place coming into this round. So, you know, having a fair amount of all the points does at least secure you still top area and gives you another kind of second life to battle on, which they will do. Honestly, this is turning out to be spicy. It's turning out to be very, very tasty. I'm interested to see if Space Station actually kind of dropped the ball at one point. This is how we start to see a change at the top. Do we see Tempo? Do we see Space Station? One of these teams do exactly what Envious has just done and get a subpar finish in a game. We've already seen them in 16th place. They'll be looking to try and kind of brush that one off and just continue on like nothing's happened. You still get your points there, boy. You're still at the top. Actually, funnily enough, when we're looking towards DreamHack, they were flying, absolutely flying through day number 1 of qualifiers, and then rather unfortunately, they almost bottled it. They almost dropped the ball and didn't qualify for DreamHack. It could have been the choke of a lifetime, but they still went through it and they still did well simply because of how many points they had on day number 1. Again, it's all about brushing it off and it's all about carrying on. We'll see how things pan out. Obviously, we're now moving into a fresh game, fresh head. It's just one of those things.
Yep, and FaZe doing what they do, going all the way down to Milta Power, and we have our first zone, this time middle right. So not the military that we were looking out for, as the analyst desk mentioned. Still looking out for a circle down in the southward area. But here, more or less kind of central right. I think FaZe is going to be pretty happy about this. And look at Space Station and Lipovka. They're certainly not going to mind the zone either. And we have quite a few teams on the left-hand side of the map: Ghost, Tempo Storm, FlyQuest, Alliance, Envy, Cloud9, that all have a decent distance to travel, and also no one going to military, to mention that.
Lovely circle. Obviously moving over to the eastern bank this time around. I think we've seen one of those this weekend. Could be wrong. Excuse me if I am. SSG could be in a little bit of danger, though. Obviously, you're going to be crunched in between several teams. You're going to have NRG floating around the top. You'll also see the Knights floating around. Yasnaya is going to be almost dead center. That's going to be Totality's home turf, so happy days for them.
Yep.
FaZe are also going to come up from the south, so SSG have to be aware on rotation. They're going to hit quite a lot of teams. They don't have to rotate this first circle. They can sit happy, but it's whether you want to do that. Is there any point in staying happy? Is there any point in just staying okay? You saw in the previous round what FaZe did. They just blazed it to center circle, and they were all shouting G-Core, 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 and lo and behold, the circle landed on top of their head. Yep. From that, you can't just say, well, they got the circle, blah, 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 blah. They actually fought for it. They kept the battles going. That M24 kill from Gemty was disgusting, as he were getting return fire at the same time. 13 kills in the bag. You can't say they won because of the circle when you've got 13 kills. You're picking it up along the way. You're defending what you've worked so hard to get.
Yep. Now, how do you expect the mentality and approach to be here from FaZe? Because, you know, is this a situation where they're hunters, where they're hunting, they're looking for those kills, they're confident, and they want to find those other teams and take them out? Or do you expect more passive play, more strategic? What are you kind of expecting from FaZe here, as they're the guys that really have a chance to really make make up some huge ground? This is their opportunity to do that. How do you think they try to make that happen?
I think it's business as usual. I think it's play what you did last time. They've got quite a nice circle to begin with, so they can at least chill. They don't have to rushing people. FaZe aren't that team. In fact, none of these pro teams are really a team that are going to go push people in circle 1 for no reason whatsoever. You do have a potential or chance to lose people, and you don't want to do that. You lose people on rotation, or at least you have a high chance of losing people on rotation. Why bother losing someone for a building or for 7, maybe 14 points? There's just no need, and this is why we're having a discussion about this out of the game. This is why really you don't see these early engagement. It's just not worth it. Long term, you want to take final circle, you want to have 4 bodies in it.
There's like a level of confidence that's great, but it doesn't necessarily get to the point where you're really trying to take fights
in
these early
stages.
It's,
You do want to take fights, actually, but in the right scenario. You're talking circle 2 and 3. If there's a place that's prime territory and there's a team in there, you think, you know what, we need these points, we need that space. Yeah. That's a prime area. You got to go take it from them. Then doing it is the best way to do it, as our wonderful observers do show you a drop coming in.
The 15 times scope in there.
And 15 on an MK. That's
I mean,
Fuzz Face written all over.
Hopefully they find a Car 98 or SKS.
So things are going so well for Face. They've won game 1. They've got given a circle game 2, and they've just literally been given a crate.
I'm sure they saw it, so I'm sure they're going to go pick that up. Right now we're looking at NRG loading up. They're nicely situated in circle as well. The top right, and that's usually where they go. That's where they've gone pretty much every round of this tournament. And now they're making their way down south a little bit, all hopping in vehicles. As we see these teams, I'm really going to be interested to see what kind of movement we're going to see on the left side. Because on the left side of our map right now, there are just so many teams. There's just so many teams over there. Ghost, Tempo Storm, Alliance, FlyQuest, Envy, Cloud9 Method. They're all in that area. What routes do they take? Do they go to the top, the bottom?
So this is an interesting one that you brought this up, all these teams that are on the left-hand side, because they've all got to rotate through. They have to come from west to east. They have to rotate into that circle. Interestingly, look what else is in there. Smack bang in the center of it all in Gatka, it's Alliance. Alliance haven't gone down to Military Island this time round. They've dropped dead center pretty much inside Gatka Fields, that kind of area, chopsticks, call it what you will. But everyone has to rotate through them. If you're a better man, would you think, okay, well, we know that in theory, Alliance, that they won't be there. No one will be there. It should be free and empty and open. But they are.
Who would drop here?
People have to literally rotate through them. So we'll see how it goes. Pachinki boys, you got Method, Mr. Andy P in there. They're all chilling away. Spam this candy to help Andy, I think, is the current Twitch chat.
Yep, I saw that one.
Emotes going down right now.
There's something with like separating the words with the emotes is becoming a thing. So always fun to see that in the Twitch chat. And
spam this Finn to help FaZe win. I think is another one as well.
That's a good one. I guess we should try to come up with some.
I'm thinking now.
No, I am too. Form the line for Cloud9 or so. No, that's a bad one.
That was, I mean, it was good off the top of the head.
You see, there you go. Take the fights for the Knights. Anything?
I like it.
We'll see if it shows up in the Twitch chat. I'm going to stop trying now because we got Method making their way towards the zone, and we're talking about this westward area of this first circle here. And Method is kind of the most closely situated, as we can see, to do some gatekeeping here, do some edge guarding on the left-hand side. We'll see how deep they go, and actually they're separated, as our observers pointed out here.
That's as deep as it gets, my friend.
So are they going to try to have a wonderful reunion in the middle of this circle somehow?
Literally prime territory. Smack bang in the center. Those yellows are pretty good. There's a lot of open sides around, as observers are showing you now at home. It's just open fields. If anyone's going to pull up, as you would probably hear Ibita say. Anyone wants to pull up on them, they can just smash them outside the windows. The thing is that because it's so open, you can bait your shots. You can wait for people to drive closer to you to get to a point where there's literally no escape. You don't have to shoot at distance. Some people sometimes will give warning shots onto other cars and vehicles going by. It's like, we're here, just so you know, don't bother coming near. With a place like the Yellows out in that field, you can literally bait and just let people get all the way to the front, and when there's nowhere else to go, they'll just annihilate them on approach.
Yeah, I'd see Andy here are going to have to go right by Cloud9, so I'm wondering if we're going to see any shots exchange. He's a little bit exposed there on the top. I wonder if they know that they're kind of taking a wide route on the other side of this road, so it looks like they are aware of Cloud9 being in that compound area, actually looking in that direction as well. Method, can they have the wonderful reunion they're looking for? Two of their members scouting ahead, and it looks like there will not be too much trouble, kind of sneaking right in between Cloud9 and the Knights, who are on the right-hand side there, and it looks like they will end up reuniting. Isn't that beautiful?
A little bit of a chill up. All these teams moving in slightly early, with like Tempo, Method, for instance, helps all those people over on the western bank.
To have an entry point.
Yeah. It's kind of clearing the area, but again, because there's a lot of land here, everyone just thinks, you know what, we don't necessarily have to massively play center. We can kind of work towards the edges a little bit. FaZe are doing their usual spot. Like this is a typical FaZe thing down at from mill to power over to prison. I'm assuming they've
crate
picked
on
up.
The way.
Yeah, I'm assuming the crate's been picked up.
It has.
It would have been so prime.
Mixie went to go pick that up.
That's that's an interesting one. I wonder if he passes the sniper rifle off. Be interested to see if he's actually got the sniper.
Yeah, I wonder who has that.
It's going to be FaZe or Gemty, in my opinion. It should.
Based on last game, I'd say Gemty, but
Fuzz is ridiculous.
Okay,
we'll see. I've played with Fuzz. Oh, Mex's actually going for it. Okay, well, fair play to him. What count it out? He's still a god in his own right.
Yeah,
so
why not? It's like, hey, I found the crate. I risked my life. I'm gonna keep it.
He's one of those annoying players where it's like, oh, there's three of us and one of him. Let's just all rush him and kill him. It's like, no, we're all dead.
He's got a suppressor on that too.
which is nice because the MK is quite, with it being a spammy weapon, it's well, you're obviously spamming it anyway, so it's quite loud. So to get a suppressor on there, but also the weird thing with the MK, even though it's a sniper, excuse me, DMR, you can put a red dot on it and turn it to automatic. It does so much damage, you can literally use it as an auto rifle.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. Exco from Team Gates, kind of trying to reunite with his teammates over there. Method taking some shots. So Method definitely making their presence known there in the middle. I think Cloud9 Team Gates are aware of that as we see Ghost wrapping around the left-hand side. They're deep in the blue trying to make a safe entry point into the circle. Meanwhile, around Roz, we're looking at Alliance here. That's T-Bone working their way towards Roz, which is within the circle. So Tempo Storm and Alliance might converge pretty quickly here. Envy is also in the area as well. So I have to keep a close eye on this.
I'm interested to see what happens with Ghost. This has to be a call from...
And everyone's still
from
up.
Their coach,
All
taking
teams
it quite a late one. I don't think they'll get in before the second blue hits them. They'll do a fair tick of damage when they arrive. But again, because it's up in the north, this is something that we generally find. The northern edge of circles always seem to have less people in them. The current circle is it's fairly dead.
You know, there's not much loot up there anyway. What, Stalber? You're gonna go get some stuff there. It's just a lot of.
It's not really a looting place,
right?
Especially at this
versus
this
like
level
going
of the game.
from Milta to prison. Yeah, that's.
I mean, even this late in the game, you won't bother.
Sure.
But this is definitely a play and definitely something they've spoke about, to be coming in this late and to be rotating in this way. He's playing the late game, hoping other people die before them, just staying alive, getting your health back. As long as they've got the meds to do it, because they are going to be hurt upon arrival, and they're going to have to use those meds, get the health back up, use the stims, use the the bandages, the first aid, so on and so forth. But in doing that, that also takes the meds away from them late game.
Yeah. Yep. All right, we'll keep an eye on Ghost there, and we've got a shot there of potentially a classic matchup between FaZe and Optic at the bottom of the zone, so we'll keep an eye on that. But just look at all these teams. There's just so much going on here, and I feel like this is going to be another one of those games where our kill feed is just going to go crazy, as you know, you can kind of feel the tension right now. All these teams, all 16 teams are up, and this zone is getting smaller and smaller. Dignitas coming in. Totality in the same area. Smithy kind of going forward, and Purdy's like, what are you doing?
Purdy's flipped it. He just flipped his vehicle.
Oh, he did.
Either that or the punch his
He's going trying to help Smithy.
He spun out.
And I was like, all right, let's get out of there. We saw Dignitas there. They're fine. Let's just bide our time.
Not today, boys.
Not yet. Not yet. I like the patience there. I was a little bit concerned when Smithy was just running in there on his own, but he was able to identify what's going on. Meanwhile, I got Silo from Team Gates taking some shots at Alliance, and this is that left-hand side of the zone there that we're kind of concerned about. Meanwhile, Tempo Storm coming in from the bottom of the map, going towards Optic and FaZe, so we're going to be looking out for that as well.
As an update, Ghost still at it.
Yeah, they're still making, they're going the long way around, going on a bit of a road trip up towards the north, and Turtle actually just crashed, so hopefully he turns out all right. But
he should be okay.
No teams down yet. No teams down. FlyQuest there in the north, kind of on their own.
No players down. Christ, I didn't realize.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, no one's died yet.
No first blood yet. NRG in the top there, taking some shots at Space Station.
You can see it's a bit more quieter as well, Alex, just because of where the circle is, and generally it's gone central, where everyone likes to be. So you're not going to get these massive rotational deaths where you see teams dropping instantly as the circle pops, because it's already left them in there.
Right. It's kind of agreeable for all these teams.
Yasnaya's the one to watch out for. I think Ghost are actually going to get lucky and potentially hit the bottom end of Yasnaya. They'll have all the apartments. There's a drop going to be landing on top of one of those apartments, or at least very much next to it.
Yep.
But they'll opt to take the gas station, and they can chill here for now. He's going to drop his first aids and just like, you know what, boys, come in.
Yeah.
Get your meds. It's fine. Everything's fine. This
is
fine.
They might be hurting a little bit from that blue, but I'm sure they have enough meds between them to get their health up, but then they have to find more meds. So Ghost taking that long route, taking a little bit of damage, but I'm sure they'll be all right. Meanwhile, FlyQuest all on their own in the north side. And again, we're in the calm before the storm.
It really is
right now,
because we've got so many alive. The next circle that comes in when that crunches, this is where all hell breaks loose. Interestingly, Mansion's actually open.
Speaking of storms,
I'm surprised Mansion is still open. That might be a place where Tempo actually look towards. Who has Heaven? Someone surely has Heaven. I'll keep an eye on that one. I'll keep a track to see if anyone does have Heaven. Yes, Knights, they do have it. That's such a great spot because it's elevated. Hence we call it Heaven.
They got that high ground.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely
bunch
ridiculous.
Of open space around. And look, see those shots. He's looking all the way across at Moody, throwing a smoke. Very nicely done. MK14. Nothing too exciting in there. Some level 3 stuff. Andy Pyro. Candy for Andy, taking some shots. He's got himself a mini.
Where's his helmet, though?
It's with a 6x scope.
Andy, please grab a helmet immediately. This triggers me. Go find one.
Gotta have your helmet. You gotta have your helmet.
It's insta-death. It's literally an insta-death. That's a... To go out and get a crate in the middle of a field is a bit of a ballsy play, so credit where credit's due to C9 to go and get that.
That's good.
It's a questionable play, but it's ballsy.
I'm excited to see where the circle goes. We're seeing at the bottom phase Optic Vitality all very close to each other. And Tempo Storm coming in on the right-hand side. I think pretty much the last ones to enter this next circle.
What are you saying? I'm saying Yaz. I think it'd be a Yaz circle.
Okay.
Wait, where are you going for?
Mansion.
Yeah?
For fun.
Funsies.
How much are we betting? We are in Vegas.
I have no money.
A handshake or something?
A back rub.
Ooh, okay.
I'm quite good at back rubs.
I subscribe. All right, here we go. We're close to finding out who's getting a back rub. We're close to finding out where that next zone is going to go. And again, no one down still? If I'm...
Yep, 64 still up.
Yeah, 16 teams, 64 still up. I mean, you can tell maybe the importance of this day, really, the gravity of it, being identified by all these teams. $100,000 on the line here at the PUBG Pan-Continental.
A nasty hard shift.
Neither of us win.
That is as hard as it gets. Jesus, that's a southern swing. Like, that's literally up against the edge of the blue. Look at NRG. They're actually just parts up against the wall, ready to go. Now, I think we just watch this. We just watch all these rotations come up.
Okay.
Ghost's going to be the first one.
Venerated onto Balak from Ghost, and he is going to fall. That's first blood.
He actually killed himself. No, he didn't. Oh, the Venerated picks up, but he run himself over.
Yeah.
Rather unfortunate. This way the rotations come through. Everyone starts to move. We've got to go, boys. All these teams in the north, they've got to get down. McCoy's already tagged up, 50% HP. Caden wants more.
Yeah.
They'll put the shots on. Ghost will be sent completely away at other ends of the earth. Vehicles, though, what have we got for method? I can see one on Andy. He's got the buggy. At least they'll get two.
They're just chilling.
Not entirely sure how much more. They might wait here for a little bit and kind of tank up Dig. Digger in a banging place. The only problem is if he doesn't hard shift towards them, they've got a very open-edge run. It's nice where they are for now, but apart from that, it's pretty terrible when the next circle pops in. It doesn't go their way. They're not really going to get any kills from it as well. They're just going to play for placement.
Yeah, and, you know, edge of that circle. They got that cover.
Team Master shooting outside of the car.
Yeah, a lot of movement here on the south side of this road. Tempo Storm down there, Space Station Gaming. These are two of our top three. Actually, these are, I think, straight up our top two teams right now. Kind of converging. They're all next to each other in those cars, but right now we're looking at FaZe here, taking shots towards Tempo Storm. I think landing, that's Fuzzface, landing some of those shots, certainly. Looking towards that bottom right.
You got the shot.
There it is. That's the drop down. I wonder if we can finish it off there.
You know what's even good is that they managed to do damage to Tempo. This is one of the top leaders in North America. The more damage they can do to Tempo, the lower the place they can give them.
Yeah, Tempo, look at this, just trying to drive in, but kind of splitting up a little bit.
He's so damaged. If Optic see it, Optic have seen him.
He's knocked, and then he's got a teammate trying to help out. It's Sharp Shot, but at this point, do you kind of abandon this route?
That's two. That's three. One player left.
I don't see it. You see one teammate go that direction, you see him get knocked out. I think at that point you kind of turn around. Meanwhile, Zanpower's dropped down, Sharp Shot dropped down. Is only one left from...
That's it.
Yeah,
Dre, literally Dre alive.
Left.
Imagine that would be number 2 going straight down to 16 if someone kills him.
Wow.
And that does just
like
wonders for FaZe.
Just like that. Very interesting movement there. I'm sure they're going to be reconsidering that when they go back and watch, or when they really think about how this match was going. Trying to just sprint to the middle and paying for it. Meanwhile, we got Vitality against FlyQuest. Punish being knocked down, and that's a 4v1 situation. Tempo Storm. Yeah, he's dead. He's eventually taken out, it looks like.
Wow.
And meanwhile, Punish from FlyQuest. FlyQuest not having a lot of trouble, just trying to find any entry into the zone. Microstar and Sharky trying to force themselves in this area. Vitality right on the end.
Son.
Shadow 2 drop down. This 2 kills for him. Microstar in the back. He's going to try to help out, but Shadow switching guns to that M4. He's got a 4 times on there, and he's watching that tree very closely, finishing off a member of FlyQuest there.
Did you see the lean?
And just pressing the issue.
Just to literally grab one and then just lean to the right-hand side, bang 2, and now they're just boxing him in. Shiv's on this side. He's already been hit once now. That's not good, but then again, he lands it in the face. Vitality, just like that. FlyQuest, they're dead and buried.
Yep, so that's Tempo Storm down in 16th, FlyQuest in 15th.
You saw what Shadow did as well. That's the individual greatness that we know Vitality have in terms of individual play and gun skill, for instance. They can take those fights. They can do this level of damage. Just with the 20-team meta and more recent times, things aren't really going their way. Their rotations have been a bit questionable. Their choice of
Meanwhile, Knights against NRG, and the Knights are cleaning up.
Oh.
I don't know if they just saw them first. They got a little bit of high ground going on as well, but only one left up from NRG, and that's K-Mine trying to sneak off to the left-hand side. He's running for his life, but that's Drayden. He's in hot pursuit, and he's going to take him down in NRG. Cleaned up by the Knights. That's exactly what they're looking for, and I believe that is every member down from NRG.
3 NA teams, just like that.
There they go. Okay.
Just like that, circle pops in, and it's again. It's going away phase.
And it's actually, you say that, it's EU doing most of the damage there, with Knights taking out NRG and then Vitality taking out.
You love to see it.
What was that? They took down FlyQuest
the only EU
there.
caster here. I need to. Saying that, am I really EU or am I UK now? We said this yesterday, didn't we?
I don't know, man. That's your politics.
So interestingly, if you can see Vitality, they're not actually shooting at Alliance here, because if they do, they'll essentially just set up on the roadside through the little side angles and just gatekeep Vitality. They have to be very, very careful here. They'll be on a pinhead. The Alliance boys should be careful of what's going on. They'll understand that there might potentially be people behind them.
Yeah.
So this could be quite a big battle, and how Vitality approaches is going to be so careful. Moody bides his time.
Man, what a moment there. He had them all in his sights.
He waited though, didn't he?
He did. I don't know.
Him.
I do too, but could he have done a little bit better there?
Not with the MK. If he had an automatic weapon, I mean, he can change to automatic, but he's got the 4 times. If he had an AR like an AKM, he should have just
We've all been there, where we see them first, and you're like, okay.
You got to remember, it's a solo as well. You put yourself in a bad, you put your team in a bad position if you do go down, because then they have to come and try and help you out.
Yeah. So he made sure he was in cover though, get those shots, and then stay safe. We're seeing Vitality trying to come into this zone here. The bottom left Alliance is there. They're like, all right, where are these shots coming from? Outside the zone, they're turning around and looking. And Vitality trying to make this work. Alliance perhaps in a little bit of a better position here. They're the gatekeepers of this area, and that's Vexel from Space Station. Trying to run over someone with a motorcycle, it seems. Space Station trying to come in exactly where Vitality and Alliance are. Cloud9 is also in the area.
Oh, they've missed it. They've missed it. They've gone a bit too far.
Team Gates, Cloud9, Space Station, Optic, Alliance are all these teams are so close to each other, and they look at the kill feed. It's starting to happen. Cloud9 doing decently in this position. 8C getting dropped down from Method by Dignitas Wookie, and there we see Space Station still having a lot of trouble.
Reals don't realize he's been shot from the side. Shadow. They've lost Araxe in this one. Profi's also driving. He's got a member of Ghost in there, but they're going to get smashed pretty hard. They're also going to need another team on the other side, so that could be really bad for Ghost. The blood's there. The tires are gone. Profit's down. Turtle's in his shell, begging for help.
He's not going to stop shooting.
He'll be crawling back, trying to get away from the... that's an interesting gun. That's an AWM as well. I didn't realize until I actually heard it kick off. So all in play. Vitality Shadow, again, the man with the plan and the man who can, taking down T-Bone. 12 teams here, 39 alive. Alliance are dead and gone.
They were
that didn't play out for Alliance because they were in front of Vitality. It should have been them in the driving seat, but so many teams converged on them. They got battered on rotation. Texas has seen one. Purdy's down. Smithy's hurt. They're all in kinds of problems here. Look at them just clamping them in here. They're all so weak and they're all so dead.
There's nothing to be done. The Knights storming in to that location. Totality have there's nothing they can do there. The Knights coming in there looking for blood, and exactly what they're accomplishing. Totality out. This is a team that had an excellent day yesterday, but all the NA teams kind of falling right now, or a lot of them. Europe definitely making their presence known as we're watching Envy trying to track down Dignitas there. Dignitas coming from the north end of that circle. Venerated was knocked for a moment. Actually, 2 are down. That's Check Shooter and Venerated, I believe, are both currently looking for a revive on this Team Envy.
Is Rafi the last alive from Method? He's out in the blue and he's hurting pretty bad. There's plenty of people inside there. 2 down from Envy as well.
Our kill feed has been churning. I'll say that.
What a mess. And this is what I said, because you've got so many teams alive late circle, this is what happens. Teams just, there's nowhere to go, and it's complete carnage. Everyone's smashing into each other. Check Shooter might be able to get a revive on here. There is the smoke down. It depends how long's left. He's missing a helmet. So when he's up, he's going to be lacking utility. Rapi's in the back trying to just hold on for dear life and placement together. Caden's going to be in a 4 versus 1 if he's not too careful. But he has at least taken Uncivil down. He's taken Wookie down to about 5 HP. But
as you mentioned, Rafi from Method not too far from this area as well.
He could be a problem for people, but there's really, with how many, I mean, what have we got on the screen here? 9, 10, 11 people we can see on the map. And Rafi has to take them all on.
Be quiet, subtle, secret. And by the way, speaking of quiet and subtle, what has been the quiet moment here? What has been the quiet team? FaZe. They're just chilling. FaZe is just chilling. They're, you know, they're on the right side here on their own. Most of our teams are on the left side in the west, trying to, again, this is kind of what we saw from the very beginning. Most of the teams kind of on the west side of the map, all trying to come in this direction, and now we're seeing all these firefights happening on the west side.
I think we should nip back to that fight that we just saw with SSG, because it's all kicking off over here. They're trying to get outside. In fact, Shiv's actually getting involved.
He's right on them.
Don't get run over, Shiv, please. Spray down through the smoke. D-Master's going to get out of there, but they're still locked down. He knows he has to move. That'll be a massive kill if he stops him running away with this one.
Possible. He's getting shot at, though, through the smoke.
They've got a rough idea where he is, but
he's
they're throwing
so close
grenades.
to them.
He's actually going to roll a grenade outside the door.
Okay.
Is that going to be smoke?
This would be an awesome grenade. Oh, that's a kill there. That's a grenade kill. Oh, yeah, that is.
Look at his teammate.
When he was trying to throw a grenade at
I'm confused.
A member of Vitality. He's trying to grenade at Shiv there, and I think it must have hit the wall and just knocked down onto his teammate. So mistakes happen.
Oh, that's big. Shiv, you animal. Just drills him with Vector. Damn, the SMGs are absolutely fantastic in this one. Going well so far for Vitality, but it might come to an end.
Optic's looking at him.
Look at how much health he's got, and he's got to get out of there.
Here we're looking at Knights. Texas is down. Knights, it looks like they're taking on Dignitas here, the top side of our zone. There's some smoke around him, though, so he should be able to be picked up. Dignitas looking in that direction, as we can see. Knows they're in the smoke. Karema's right over there.
He's got the slow side of the circle, so he could just crouch this one. His footsteps are going to be hidden by the smoke as well, so he can...
Sneaky.
Oh, and Rafi's still chilling.
Vitality knocked out.
Don't go for it, Rafi. Leave him to it.
Go for it, Rafi.
Really?
Go get him. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, God, they're going to see him
Take him down!
Oh, they're going to see him.
Or just pretend you're a part of their team. Be like, hey, guys, can we team up here?
Jesse should see this now, and he's all kinds of weak. Jesse's going to have to heal up, though. Oh, what I don't know what's going to happen.
Do you grenade first?
Do
you grenade first?
You pray.
Do you grenade first?
Surely check's seen him. Surely. Oh, dear. He's got level 1 and no health.
Get him! He has no helmet! I'm sorry for being that guy.
No,
I want to see him do it.
There's nothing he can do, though. Look at his HP and then level 1 helmet.
Does he know absolutely where all of them are?
He can see. Oh, he's seen them all.
He sees all 3 of them.
He knows exactly where all 3 of them are.
Grenade to the left, stun to the right, and then take them all out.
Too
he doesn't have any grenades.
They will kill him instantly. There's nothing he can do here against 3 people with that much HP and level 1.
He's just using them as kind of bait.
See what? No, this might be the play though.
If C9
goes to Envious.
Here we go. There's some shots. Let's see what Rafi does here. He's watching all this unfold as we are.
So now all Envious are going to be looking away. This might be his time to either strike or chill.
We should have Rafi join the commentary desk right now. Help us call this action as it's Cloud9 against Envy, and he's got a first-person view of this. Riem coming over the hill. This Cloud9 coming forward.
Oh my God!
We're seeing some action on the kill count.
Dumped on.
FaZe and Optic kind of duking it out at the same time, but right now, Cloud9, they're having the better edge of this right now. Envy, they're in trouble. Caden is very low in health. He's going to try to heal up, but is Cloud9 going to run in here? There's one down from Cloud9.
This is so messy. Like, oh, Rafi's actually steps up. Rafi's done him. He's killed them all.
Oh my gosh. Waiting, patience, waiting for the moment. Rafi cleans up Envy, and Envy is out.
Oh, if he gets this, he'll take C9 as well. They're healing. If he kills him, Nade's there.
He doesn't know.
How close is it?
He doesn't know.
Oh, Jesus. He might get it.
Taking out Riem, and now look at how low in health this last member of Cloud9 is. What patience, what tactics.
And now Smoody's been taken down on the other side. It's literally stab. So Rafi sat here and killed 3 people.
Yep.
And eliminated a team.
Now he's looting up.
Got method of placement. Got them some kills in the bag.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And now he can loot all the stuff and get his health back.
Yeah, he's got plenty of loot to choose from all those drops he just got. Moody is still down, looking for a revive. Stab having to deal with Optic, who's now coming to the same spot where we just saw this Envy versus Cloud9 battle. And now it's going to be Method versus Optic, perhaps, as Rafi might have to deal with this entire Optic squad. But Rafi's also got Dignitas.
Look at this circle.
Very close to his north. And meanwhile, FaZe coming in. They got 4 still up. Again, they're the quiet giants. They're the quiet monsters in this round here. Of this day, perhaps. Kind of just been chilling, minding their own business. 4 still up. The only team with 4 alive, I believe. 3 from Dignitas are up, 3 from Optic, 2 from the Knights, but Voxic from the Knights is down. Only 1 from Method, 1 from Ghost.
This is scary. They're all moving as a complete unit. They're just going to take this entire southern bank.
Do you think Rafi can get top 3?
I mean, it's potential. It looks to me like Optic know exactly where he is. He's got 2 teams beat. He's got
Look at FaZe,
2 behind him, 1 in front.
They're sharking. They're just sharks
right now. They know Mikoi's lurking. They have
circling.
some kind of idea.
Yeah.
If anyone likes to sit outlast
FaZe,
from Ghost, it's going to be McCoy.
They
take him
circling.
down.
They're hunting. And they are on fire.
Rafi's got Method into top 5. Let's just take a moment to appreciate that.
I'm wondering if he can get top 3.
It depends who...
Based on how he played that, what we just saw, the Cloud9 Envy moment there a few minutes ago, I think it's certainly possible. Kramer the only one up from the Knights, and Dignitas only have 2 up. Optic kind of sneaking up near where Rafi is. They don't see him. Look at this.
Can we get Rafi's POV? Can we get Rafi's POV, please?
Look at this. He's a ninja. He's a snake. He's a secret,
because he has to go towards the circle is going to move him into them. Yeah, he has to go forward. He's got 20 seconds to work with here. Thing is, Optic
and it's going to move slowly on this side. We're on the small side of the circle.
It is, but it's a different scenario.
I'd almost keep going south.
There's no one that's going to draw their attention away, because with Envious, they obviously got battered by C9. But now he really is up against 3 players individually who are all just going to turn in a pinhead and look at him. He might be able to, like you say, keep crawling around.
I would love to see him go a little bit further south if he wants to stay sneaky. Because we've seen how he doesn't really want to take this action yet, and I get that. Waiting for them to be distracted. And Optic, they're looking towards the north. We're having a firefight between Dignitas and Knights. Kramer taking down 1 from Dignitas. And Optic is focused on that direction. Could this be the moment for Rafi? Look at him coming in here. He's right behind them. We saw him do this moments ago.
If Kramer dies, he gets top 3.
Dignitas eliminated, though. That's huge.
Surely he gets seen.
For Knights to be able to survive that.
Oh, my God. Rafi,
headshot. Why is that so hard? I'm just kidding.
Pan him.
Just pan them all. We are at the Pan-Continental.
Hey.
Oh.
Surely he gets seen now. He's waiting for the engagement. Once the engagement's happened, then it's time to strike.
And Optic's not thinking, obviously, anyone's behind them.
Yeah. Now they're tanked up.
Okay,
he's seen the blood.
FaZe and Optic.
He's seen the blood.
The classic matchup.
He's going to wait again. FaZe are going to...
4 up from FaZe, 3 up from Optic. Oh, he's doing it, Rafi's going for the fire. And they're turning around immediately. Almost able to make it down. Taking down Headshot and Hippoc, but Optic, the last member, able to turn around and take him out. And now FaZe coming in there, realizing the firefighting is happening. All 4 of them up. FaZe is like, what is, no problem whatsoever. We're just playing PUBG. We're just having fun. And they have 4 up.
Rafi might have just given FaZe another win.
Was that top 3?
Yeah, he got 4th.
Oh, it's close. I mean, that's incredible.
From 11th, was
it?
Yeah. And now the first one is on.
Yeah.
He's getting off one. Kramer's down and out. And that's it. FaZe, they win the game. Back-to-back chicken dinners. Not as many kills in the bag, fair play, but still, that's insane. What a way to start it.
Round 8 concluded. FaZe, your chicken dinner winners. Knights in 2nd, Optic 3rd, Method 4th, Dignitas 5th. Let's go back to the analyst desk.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss and